Welcome everyone to the Trustinjustin podcast. I am here with my boy Tyler Priest.
What's up?
So today we're going to be talking about the wrestling community, obviously, and everything that's going on. I'm going to be talking to Chris Garcia as well later on in a podcast, and I as well have my dad Julio that I'm planning on for a podcast, which we are going to be talking about ghost hunting and stuff like that, because I do want to get into that, so that will be very fun. But today we got my boy, my brother, my best friend, Tyler Priest in the building. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Keeping everything stable.
Yeah, I get that. So I wanted to get some words with you because, there's been some crazy stuff going on in our lives. So I think it would be interesting to have you on here. Most importantly, I want to start off with the faction. Okay, what's going on there?
Well, see, with the whole, me leaving the faction, I kind of, I'm kind of more sticking to my mark. I used to be such a nice guy, and I feel like as if the face fit didn't fit me. And, I felt as if, the singles run would be way better than just being in a group and not really doing anything with your group. And so, kind of where that whole, as being Hispanic myself, that whole, fuck the masks thing came in and kind of just took over.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I just woke up one day and I seen you were messaging in our chat, the group chat, and everything that you're out and you ended up leaving the chat. I was like, damn. And I as well wanted to get some word with you, a little bit of thoughts on Little Miss Knights getting released from the company. Thoughts?
I could definitely say she was a good wrestler, pretty good talent for the brand. Being released. She always has her way, so eventually I know that there's some way she'll get onto another brand and kind of have the same momentum she already had. She might have to build it up, of course, but she probably have the same momentum she had already.
Yeah. Was there any text messaging or anything after? Because I know obviously you two were together, so I didn't know if anything was said afterwards.
Well, after not after she got released, but definitely after I left the faction, she kind of texted me, what was going on, if everything was okay, and I just let her know maybe the singles run is kind of where I need to be at right now and just keep, that straight path going.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously we talked about the release and you leaving the company. I mean, what else has been going on in your wrestling career, man?
Nothing much. Just trying to push myself as much. I mean, getting title opportunities. As tomorrow I have a title match coming up, and kind of just trying to stick to that. Titles is not really what I go for, though. Of course, it's always just the pain that I want to put in, not really the title. So winning doesn't really matter. It's just kind of how much pain I inflict.
Yeah. Again, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on in your career. Obviously, the whole title thing that you just mentioned. Any possible returns maybe soon to VGW?
No, I still actually do talk to Julio and everybody else that's kind of still working in VGW. So maybe there is a good chance you'll see me back in VGW pretty soon. We've been talking kind of about a contract or whatever to try to see if I can get put onto the show. But if things do go out the right way, then most definitely will be returning.
Okay, so you were talking about contract and stuff there, and I don't know if this is allowed to be said. So I'm gonna just ask you if it's allowed to be said. You can go for it. There have been some rumors going around. You might have signed a contract for a match against the VGW World Champion Brock Lesnar.
I won't say too much, but I mean, I'll just say that normally when a rumor goes around, it's a 50-50 chance.
50-50? If this is true, remember, if you beat the champion, you have the rights to challenge them. And I'm just saying, there's a pay-per-view coming up, you know what I'm saying? Right now, he's feuding with Vlad, So I'm interested to see. Maybe we'll see you at the next pay-per-view. I don't know.
Maybe.
Very interesting. So I mean, what else has just been going on in your normal day life, man?
Normal days, of course, on average, I love to hit the gym. I'm pretty much off of a basketball guy. I mean, before I kind of got up to wrestling, I kind of got into basketball a lot, and of course, if wrestling would have worked, I would have went to the like NBA or things like that. And so kind of just going outside, trying to get fit and stay fit is mostly it.
Is there a certain diet or how you been staying fit, man?
Diet kind of like nature cereal, fruit and everything.
All
When I
natural
wake
stuff.
up, and also when it comes to like my hair and everything, just try to keep everything natural.
Yeah, all good to go, all fresh. Guilty
Yeah.
food. No, man. I know you've had your wrestling career. I know before that you were doing a lot of the YouTube stuff with Deontay with the whole music stuff. Have you guys had any connection there?
Yeah, definitely. He was pretty good at music. I kind of don't see why he kind of stopped. He still makes music. He doesn't post it or anything, but definitely sitting there just going back to the whole music thing. If it ever needs to come into play, it'll definitely come back.
Yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to have like maybe like you in a song where like you would come out to it, like I don't know, like a big event at some show or something. I thought that would always be dope to see.
Yeah.
Again, you were talking about basketball, stuff like that. Would you be interested in maybe signing a contract in the NBA?
I mean, if the NBA looks at me and decides to give me contracts, then I mean, sure, I'd definitely go to the next draft.
If there was a certain team you could go to, what team would it be?
Definitely the Charlotte Hornets is probably my favorite team currently. They, big team, not too big, not too small, and they could still have like areas where they could prove them on. So
Yeah, I could see you being on that team. That'd be a nice little mashup there. And obviously you have that power. And speaking of power, I want to talk about another sport. What about some football? A little bit of action there.
football, see, younger, I wasn't kind of the football guy because I mean, when I was younger, I didn't like technical sports. So basketball, I felt like that was my easiest way to get away from contact, but still playing sports. And of course, as I grew older, I started to like it, and now I've gotten to the point where I actually like football and got comfortable to it.
Yeah. Again, you said that you were getting into football, and you have that power and that speed. Do you think maybe a dream team or you would like to go against?
In football, definitely Green Bay.
Green Bay. Ooh. Interesting.
Favorite team.
Interesting. I'm a Bucks fan myself. Can't lie. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Anyways, again, we were talking about a lot of the stuff in the past that you've been working on, and another thing I wanted to bring up was your gaming career. How you used to be doing a lot of like Twitch stuff. Maybe any return or what happened there on why you ended up leaving?
Twitch. Well, kind of. I kind of stopped Twitch because that kind of messed up my whole schedule with wrestling. Because of course every week I'm either going to a different show or it's a pay-per-view or maybe it's a meet and greet or something like that. So the gaming kind of messed up my schedule, and it would get it to the point where I'm arriving at shows late or arriving late, and so people will miss out on seeing me or whatever. So I kind of had to stop that, and now I'm kind of getting more into track.
Yeah, I was, as you were saying that, I as well just remembered this. I've been trying to think of some really good questions. I'm not trying to bore everyone out here. You got a movie coming out soon that you're going to be starring in. How's that going?
Movies. This is actually my first time ever being in a movie. As much as you think, like, even YouTube, when it comes to, like, skits or whatever, it's kind of actually my first time being into
Congrats, man.
anything in the acting scene. So it's kind of, where I'm trying to bring the serious Tyler and, not the whole, because of course I can't be goofy, and so trying to cut things to serious.
It's gonna be very interesting, and I'm very excited to see it as well. I just got myself starring in Hereditary 2, scary movie coming out. Yeah, thank you. Coming out this October. Very excited for that. I'm still currently I got a few more parts that I gotta work on to get in for the movie. And let's just say I'm pretty sure both of our movies are definitely going to be nice little, some good ones.
Definitely, especially because we're in the wrestling scene where it kind of gets, a big pop from wrestling fans to kind of come down to watch the movie.
Yeah, the views and everything will be skyrocketing through if you're a big fan of the wrestling community going over and as well like scary movies. Shout out to Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Edge, stuff like that. Liv Morgan. How can I not name Liv Morgan? She's like one of the wrestling fans that love horror stuff. So again, just mentioned some women there. I gotta ask you. I know you broke up with Knights. Is there any relationship status here?
I could say currently I am talking to someone. No.
Ooh, I'm just saying. You gotta get that juice. It's the podcast. Hashtag Trustinjustin.
Well, her name is Kanaya actually, and she just got herself into wrestling after. And the funny thing is, the way we met, it kind of was off of her watching a show that I was at, and this was her first time ever watching wrestling, and she noticed me, and she said it was something different about like the way that I'm carrying myself around the ring compared to everybody else. And so at the end, I had like a little backstage signing, autographs or whatever. And so she kind of walked up to me, and out of all the people, she was actually the boldest, I feel, and kind of asked me a couple of personal questions. And I felt like she was pretty down to earth, so we started talking or whatever.
I put a post out earlier on Instagram for a Q&A for Tyler Priest. Got some stuff here. Haley wants to know, how are you feeling in WWA?
WWA, I feel as if things couldn't be going better. I may not have won my previous match, which was a title match. And of course, my first match, I kind of won it, which was kind of where I got happy because, the pace. Once you win your first match, your debut match, that's as golden as it gets if you're going to be a jobber at least. So,
yeah.
Winning your debut match is already good enough. And then right after the debut match, it's the fact that the debut match wasn't a number one contenders match. So the kind of me going into my next match as a title match was just out of the blue. And when I tell you out of the blue, exactly that same day, right before the match happened, they let me know that they're switching it to a title match. It was supposed to just regularly be an Extreme Rules match, no title on the line, and then right after, kind of before I went out, they said it was a title match, and it kind of changed. And so I still lost, and I guess it was maybe the adrenaline that kind of made me lower, but
in your soul,
kind of switched up quick.
Yeah. You earlier on your normal day life, and this question fits perfectly here from Pre-Stage Fan 2011 asking, what is your favorite meal to prep?
My favorite meal to prep, I'd say, because you always gotta have your cheat day, so I'd probably say wow, it's kind of hard to think. Probably chicken parmesan.
Oh, nice chicken parmesan
with broccoli or cauliflower on the side. That's kind of a casual for a cheat day.
Parmesan, Damn.
Yeah.
We need to start cooking again, man. We haven't had a little cooking session in a while. A lot of people that don't know, me and Tyler used to come over to each other's houses every other week, and we would just cook for each other. Dude, our meals were amazing, man.
Yeah, for real. Those days every week, just expecting a new meal. Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. This as well kind of fits with the question I had earlier here from as well Haley. Wondering if you would ever want to do any Twitch streaming with some fans.
I definitely do Twitch streaming with fans. Already I'm kind of getting into the whole going live and talking to fans, answering questions live, and so virtual meet and greets basically. And so I kind of would get back into the Twitch business, of course. It was pretty fun.
Well, that is all the time we have for you here today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and make sure to go watch Skag Vegas tomorrow. And you can see Tyler Priest in action. So check him on WWA and much more. If you all enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now, and peace.